Welcome back to another Metroid 2 remake. I am your host Alex, also known as Solinus Dracone, surprisingly enough. With me as usual, Rambler81. Hi, Rambler.
Yo.
What's up? So, we just got the speed boost, we got the super missile. We're in a fairly good spot, all things considered. Now, let's do some more exploring of this crappy-ass area. That is very important shit here. Missile. Grab. Kill this block. Go this way. Grab other missile.
And I think it's more or less how it was in the original game as well. It is kind of neat that you can actually use a lot of your knowledge of the original game, but there's still a whole lot left to add to it as well with the exploration. But I think I'm repeating myself at this point.
Yeah, they, let's just say that the developer stayed incredibly faithful to the original game. He didn't take anything out. He added a lot, but really it doesn't feel like anything got taken out, per se.
Yeah. Oh, well, you could go up here like a scrub, but you can also speed boost through the bottom column as well.
Yeah, that sounds like a better idea than what I'm doing. I need to work on my Shine Spark. Need to get good with the Shine Spark, but then they put this roadblock here, so, you know.
I imagine it's probably to prevent you from Shine Sparking right into this thing.
That would be awesome, but as we can tell, well, I won't give away spoilers, but Shine Sparking doesn't work on Metroids. Alright, even getting one super missile in on this fucker is enough to drastically reduce the difficulty of the battle.
And you know, this just seems so easy compared to the stuff to come.
Yeah, and that's a topic that did come up while we were playing the actual game. And, you know, doing the spontaneous thing and enjoying the fuck out of ourselves, but then, you know, tragedy happened. But I digress. The, fuck, what was I even on about? Come on, really, seriously, remind me of the subject. My brain is fucked.
Not a clue.
What were we just talking about? Come on, don't be a fucking stoner.
You're coming to me for my memory?
God damn it. Trying to remember. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's about getting good. In this game, you know, as you go on, you get more power-ups, and the challenges, they morph, okay? They do change quite a bit, but they don't exactly get higher in difficulty. That's what I'm trying to say, is that the difficulty curve on this game is actually very well balanced. So you start off with certain amounts of resources. They never give you anything that'll over-challenge your current resources, your current capabilities, and the added stuff that they get on makes encounters that used to be pretty stressful, like with the Gamma Metroids, that actually, you know, lightens up just a bit.
See, the thing is I kind of really enjoyed about this is like it's particularly pronounced with the Alpha Metroids in this game, where you can fall into a safe strat very easily. Like the first couple of ones you can counter, you can very easily missile juggle, right? But then as you see and they get more visually evolved, they actually evolve strats to kind of combat those. Like you can missile juggle them, but then later stages will actually start actively dodging your missiles.
Exactly. And of course, you know, you kind of get a feel for the ones that are a little bit more challenging. By the way, there was a Shine Spark puzzle that I could have done that I started to begin trying to do earlier, but it really doesn't lead to anything. It's completely worthless. So as we were saying, you kind of visually see really what kind of thing you're going to be fighting with these Metroids, because they you see that some of the alphas have slightly longer legs, and that, you know, indicates that they're about to transition over to Gamma. That we caught them just before that shit happened.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
nothing here, actually, I don't think. At least nothing we can do for now.
Nothing that we can do at the moment. But now we know what these weird things are all about. We'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
We know what they're about. There is actually a thing to them. Oh, by the way, if you run out of super missiles, don't be alarmed. This is not the only way out of here. You can just do this. Oh. You can do that.
Yeah.
That's something you can do, and it handily drops you right on the save point. Lovely. So
and now for the meat and potatoes of this particular area.
Yeah, let's actually get to, well, let's not call what we did not meat and potatoes. That was it's a pretty hearty fare we just had. It was like bacon wrapped shrimp appetizer. Let's just say. Now we're actually getting into the main course, the fucking American burger dish here. The 10-ounce steak with Big-ass, big fucking potato.
We've gone through our chicken wings and blue cheese.
Precisely. Now it's time to eat the Super Supreme Pizza. So, here, if anybody recalls, this is where we got stopped, but guess what we have now? We have a thing that helps us. So don't blow out these blocks right here. Don't blow those out, that'll screw up your puzzle.
You know, I was worried for a moment you're just about to lay a bomb and screw it up anyways.
I'm not that stupid, man. I'm pretty fucking stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Oh boy. As discussed before, you see one of these, you know what's coming. Hello.
Of course, how long was this thing, like, here for the longest time? Left it shedding, moved to an alpha, and then to a beta, or gamma.
Well, let's just say that they produce at their own rate. And I can already tell that that extra super missile that I'm getting is helping me greatly, that extra super missile tank. Just because, look, bam, the gamma was done in 2 shots. That guy normally wrecks me. But you really have to be very cautious about the way that you use these missiles. And I'm going to start to err on the side of caution by actually going and saving whenever it's convenient to do so. I think this actually kind of breaks the balance of the game a little bit, because if you do go, like, as it is the missiles getting recharged at your save points. That's true, but then we don't exactly know how hard mode works. Although on the Reddit forums, you know, because I do post these to Reddit, obviously, I've received some very interesting comments that in hard mode, the actual battles themselves change, like more missiles and, you know, bombs and shit. They make it more difficult, not just by being extra damage and damage absorption, but also by adding in extra things to be aware of.
Oh, that's good to know, actually. I probably should do a hard run later on.
Oh yeah, that's something I'm not going to do. Not on channel anyways. And there go all of my super missiles, but I got one off on this guy, so whoa, easy.
Says the guy who's putting off the Undertale genocide run.
Eat my butthole. Be disgusted why I'm doing that.
I'm just busting your balls.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna fucking break your face. Don't call me out on that shit. I got issues, man. I got reasons. Anyways, dude, I'm not seriously mad. You can talk.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm just letting you talk.
This area over here.
Yeah, just keep the excuses coming.
Yes, I excuse myself from all responsibility regarding any real or imagined responsibilities that I have.
You're just guilty about trying to kill Undyne.
Not really. I can see Fish Lady go to hell. Notice how the little sparklies are following you around.
A lot of wonderful, like, kind of little details they have in this game, like the bioluminescent plants and, like, insects and such.
Tell you what I'm not a fan of, fucking dark spaces. Oh, come on, you little alpha cunt. Dude. There we go. Yes, I used a super missile on
I was about to ask you, really? Was that necessary?
Yes, I used a super missile on Alpha. I don't give a shit.
He's still kicking your ass.
That's not just a dodge they do. There's actually an invincibility frame that they've added on. That is not a pure dodge that is being done. Alright. So, I guess I made my own bed here.
Yeah.
I've got full health, so it's alright.
I think we discussed last time as well, in the original Game Boy version, this room is covered with a mesh that you actually blow away before you can actually use your missiles and such.
And he is under no such pretenses that he has to pull his shots. Get the fuck out of my face, you cunt. So I guess that is one thing that they took out of there.
Thankfully, it was kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, a little bit of a flaw in the game. One of those little, artificial difficulty things that...
I'm trying to remember what beam he would have had at the time. I think he might have been a wave beam, so at least he would have cleared up the space a bit quicker, but...
Yeah.
Again, it's been ages since I played the original, which I should start again as well.
Also, they made it so that these little prickly cacti things they can be really fucking useful. They used to not be worth all that much before, but now you can make the difference between life and death with these guys now, so let's go ahead and farm this shit.
Yeah, that does seem like resource management is a bit more important in this game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, when I play, like, all the other Metroids, like, I rarely ever use missiles unless it was against the boss.
Exactly, you could just always get away with your wave beam. And that's because your beam has more range, generally. In the other Metroid games, your beam is capable... Fucking get the fuck back up there. Your beam is capable of hitting a broader range of targets just because it tends to be wider and more powerful. And the missiles are just very pinpoint accuracy kind of a thing. So, you know, in this game, making the missiles be that much more important. You know, it's doing something that never really got done, which is encouraging you to actually use up your ammunition. Alright, so...
We're down to 2.
Yep, and, you know, I chose my moment to save right there. That's right, I just did this. Alright. So you at least have to burn one super missile going down, but looky-loo. Get that shit back. 2 flippin' Metroids left. Wee. I earned this space jump. Do-do-do. Whoa. Alright.
Ah, yes.
The going down part. Dark AF. I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. Oh, yeah. Alright, check this shit out. And the battle begins almost before you know it. Oi! Stop hugging me. Bad. Bad touch. Really? God. Oh well, still a win if I got even one shot off on him. Yeah. Yeah, how you like that shit? If anything, I think that you do spend a little bit too much time in the Metroid's ballsack region. You know what I mean? Just all up in it.
I'm not even sure they have such reproductive organs.
They have a queen, sir. What do you think?
Actually, I did, there are some interesting notes. Like I said, I finished the game, and each enemy has its own interesting log entry, and actually pretty good reads if you want to sit down and enjoy them.
Well, if you do want to sit down and enjoy them, I leave that to you, sir.
We'll read them up next time.
I'm not going to read them, but, yeah, you know...
While you're playing,
I leave that to you, the viewer, if you want to read those guys. That stuff, read it, absolutely, but not on this channel. Just checking the time. We're only at about 12 minutes, no big deal. Yeah, this is coming out in a very manageable episodic format. Yeah, I like the progress we're making. And the rate that we're making that progress at.
Yep.
There we go. God. All the darkness. All the darkness inherent in human nature. Plus, we're right below places we've already been. Not sure what defines the green zones versus the blue zones and all that, but hey.
Makes it easier to distinguish what areas, like, for compartmentalization.
But I think there is sort of at least, you know, a reason for them to be colored and coded as they are. In other games that featured a multicolored map, god damn it. In other Metroid games that featured a multicolored map, the green spaces were secret areas that, you know, weren't really part of the regular map. Here, you know, everything is just not exactly anything optional going on here. This is fun, just to way back up. Forgot about that. See, not sleeping properly for a couple days is useful. Oh shit! So, let me get this fucking ground cover. All right. I want one more shot at that. There we go. Come on. Fuck. There we go.
Certainly gave that little bush a good talking to.
Damn right. So all of the Metroids in this area have been cleaned out. Now, this may just be the spoiled fucking gamer talking, but wouldn't it be nice if they had sort of like a warp point back to the original start of the level? Once you've actually finished out things, wouldn't it be nice if they had sort of a transportation system?
Well, the funny thing is, I mean, like, the areas themselves are very alinear, but, you know, as opposed to how famously this game is linear as all heck, right?
Sorta.
So I mean, you can't really define like what's gonna be the last Metroid that the player is gonna face, right?
Exactly. But if they had just, you know, ways that when you've reached the logical end of this particular branching path, that you had an option just to go back to the beginning of where the branch started.
So like an escape rope or a exit spell?
Something like that, but then also we gotta keep in mind that they oftentimes make these return trips rewarding. If you just got some kind of new special gadget or tool or gigaw, then you actually get to use that to obtain more resources. So it's not the end of the world. They generally do make return trips worth the effort.
Gigaw.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only ever heard that word used like one other place.
Well, now I have returned it to the general parlance. So we have cleared out the area. We've got the rumblies.
Can we return swank? I like that word.
It's too recent, man. It's not like disco. Hasn't had time to cool down.
Is disco making a comeback?
They've been saying that for the last 30 years.
Actually, I saw on Netflix that there was a movie that's about a set of musicians, and they're trying to combine like not dance, but like not rap either, like a sort of a similar thing to rap. Like what would be a similar genre?
Rap and hip hop and ska.
There we go. Hip hop and disco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're essentially the movie's about bringing those two genres together.
I've heard a couple songs that sound pretty disco slash hip hop combined. Actually, Wyclef Jean did something like that. You remember the old song "Staying Alive," right?
Yeah.
That's if anybody wants to hear a pretty decent fusion of hip hop and disco, then look for the "Staying Alive" cover by Wyclef Jean.
Yeah. It's always fun to see those really strange alternate takes. Like, what was this one you showed me a while back? It was like a bluegrass version of some rapper song there.
Oh yeah, it was. And don't just say some rapper song, dude. It was
I know.
Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg, one of the greats.
Yeah. I'm Canadian. What do you expect?
That's no excuse. So, Gin and Juice, as performed by a country music band, and that's really awesome to listen to as well. Go look that up. It's by Fish, spelled Phish, I believe. Just search Gin and Juice, and you know it'll be by somebody called Fish, and that one's hilarious. That one is absolutely freaking hilarious. Just imagine for a moment a rap song like Gin and Juice being covered by a country band, and it so fucking works. The lyrics become its own, and I don't want to, you know, compare folks to greats like Johnny Cash and all that, but you know, not a lot of people who were Nine Inch Nails fans would know, unless you were like a hardcore Nine Inch Nails fan, would know the song "Hurt" by Trent Reznor, and you know, frontman of Nine Inch Nails, but Trent Reznor was the one who wrote the song "Hurt," and that was later on covered by Johnny Cash. And I swear to God, people, if you had not heard them, you know, if you had just listened to them without knowing the history, you would swear that Johnny Cash's version was the original, because number one, who the fuck is Johnny Cash to be copying somebody like Trent Reznor? You know, like Johnny Cash, one of the old great legends. Trent Reznor, he's pretty popular, pretty famous, but much more contemporary, and you know, not as, let's say, endemic to the music industry as Johnny Cash has been, not as influential. So you would think that Johnny Cash, one of the long all-time greats up there with Elvis and the Beatles, right, that he would not be copying from somebody, you know, as low-key as Trent Reznor is in comparison to the influence on the genre. But sure enough, the song "Hurt" was written by Trent Reznor and sang by Nine Inch Nails, well, played by Nine Inch Nails, and then Johnny Cash just took it and made it his own. And the immortal words came out, and in my case, these are immortal words. I'm paraphrasing, because I'm not about to pull up a Wikipedia article or entry, but it's the way that Reznor described it, you know, hearing Johnny Cash play that song for him. He said, it's like somebody was sleeping with my girlfriend, or something like that. It's like he had lost his girlfriend, because Johnny Cash just completely took over that song. And believe it or not, Johnny changed almost nothing about that song. There was one word one word only. Only one lyric that Johnny Cash changed about that song. And that was that instead of saying, you know, crown of shit, which is what, you know, was in the original version, he said crown of thorns. Because, you know, Johnny's not about the cussing, and he felt like it tied in with his deeply Christian beliefs and all that.
So, Metroid.
Yes, Metroid. And, this was a funny moment for us earlier because, you know, hey, Rambler, boy, they sure haven't made us try to fight two Metroids at the same time yet, have they?
No, they wouldn't try to pull something like that.
No, that
never happened in the original. It's not going to happen here.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not the sort of thing that would normally go on. And then bam.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm above the Super Missile and 2 Alphas thing, think again.
I mean, you can still feel horribly at it, but, you know, A for effort.
It's hard to hit one of these fuckers.
At least these are the more involved versions of them.
Oh god, can you imagine if they threw 2 Gammas at us at this point in the game, I mean? Because I'm not going to ask you for whether that happens or not, but
I ain't telling you shit.
Them. I would not put it past them to throw 2 Gammas at us. You know, I do also kind of wonder if this fight takes too long, if like the fight with these long-legged alphas takes too damn long, do they turn into Gammas?
No.
Okay, wouldn't think so.
No. So this is a little research colony. You can tell by the different door that he installed there. Like this is, I think, the first search and rescue team, maybe, or the research center initially brought here. I'll probably see in the log.
Yeah, I think the first search and rescue team probably didn't make it this far down. But anyways, that's enough for this particular episode. Once again, I want to thank you all for watching. My name is Alex, also known as Solinus Arcone. With me has been Rambler81. Bye, Rambler.
See ya.
AM2R, folks. Bye.